Okay, so this is the first assessment of the second project in the workshop. So this is a 1961 Jaguar Mk2 3.4 automatic. Collected it yesterday from near Reading. It's gunmetal grey with red leather interior. It is partially restored, I think it's fair to say. It was a one-owner car up until sometime in the 2000s, and it was purchased by a guy to restore, who unfortunately due to ill health couldn't complete. He's done an amazing job of sourcing components. You'll see there's boxes and boxes full of items. It looks like there's actually parts from several different cars here. This isn't all Mark II equipment, because the guy had an E-Type as well, so it looks like I've got a bundle of E-Type parts as well as Mark II parts. I've done a quick check through the boxes, so I don't have a complete car. I do have some items missing, some items damaged, but generally it's all there. All the chrome and the trim has all walked around the parts. So I've got all new rubber seals, a lot of electrical components here, a lot of bolts and nuts and bolt kits as well. Some original wheels for the car and hubcaps. I think these are E-Type spoked wheels, too narrow I think for Mark II. The wood trim looks like it's all present. It looks like it's sourced from different cars, because I've got different grain effects on the wood, so I'm going to have to do some kind of matching and finding out where we are. The chrome for the finishing, you'll see the chrome on the finished Mark II. It's everywhere. It's on the trailing and leading edges of the bonnets, on the centre of the bonnets, on the wings. It's well adorned. There's quite a lot of chrome here. It doesn't look like it's a complete set. Interior door trim, and then it looks like a new carpet set, but unfortunately the moisture has got in, so there is some mould in some of the carpets, although they do feel dry now. Centre console parts that again from several different cars. Some of them aren't Mark II's, probably E-Type again. Another set of wheels, another set of disc wheels, windscreen, rear screen. So onto the car. So it's gunmetal grey, as I said before. Generally the car's solid. It has been stored. It was stored under a carport and there was moisture getting through to it. So there is a little bit of corrosion in places, although in general it's really good. It's just the damage that's been caused since it was since the restoration was halted in 2010. So effectively it's been stored for 9 years. Not particularly brilliantly, so the good work that was done for the restoration has gone downhill. So you'll see like the chrome's pitted, and there's some corrosion in the footwell. It's mainly a surface corrosion down there, but it does mean that it needs sorting out. The paintwork is generally really bad. It looks like it was just rushed as a job. It hasn't been finished properly. I've got a mismatch of paint. I've got some deep scratching under the paint surface, so it looks like it's just been done either really unprofessionally or in a very big hurry. So it's going to need taking back to bare metal to understand what work needs to be done. The engine, so the serial numbers on the top of the engine would indicate it's the original engine for the car. The underbonnet area is missing some components, namely radiator, power steering, reservoir, the dynamo is missing, power steering I mentioned, the water bottle, HT leads, some of the air filter is present, the battery tray and the battery, and generally everything else is in the parts that are lying around the car, so nothing too major there to sort out, just the radiator really. The seats were all refinished as part of the restoration. Unfortunately the time has taken and they will need some treatment and care. I think I can bring them back with just a little bit of care. It's nothing too bad in there. It does look like there's a bit of cracking, but maybe a little bit of recanalisation or nourishment of the leather will bring that back. The can't really see because the seats are in the way, but all the grille and the lights and the bumpers are all present. It's got brand new tyres, spoked wheels that are corroded, but they look like they were refinished as part of the restoration again. Just go down to underneath the car. You can't really see because it's too dark, and generally underneath the car all the suspension components have been rebuilt, so everything is really like brand new under there. So all the suspension components, the brakes, everything else look like they've been done, which is